Welcome to Swiggin Steve's Board Game Reviews. So if there's a little bit of a glare coming up there from the light, it's coming from behind me. Hallelujah. So we are living in the parallel universe that is Aldi and Lidl. So we've had the Rickenbacker, the Rhine. I always call it Rickenbacker. We've had the Rheinbacker from Aldi. From Lidl we had the Perlenbacker. From Aldi we had the Galahad. Have you guessed what it is yet from Lidl? Those people probably already know. Excelsior. Yeah, so Excelsior to aim higher, all right, to aim for excellence. I think this is the proper description, or near enough the description of the world. Now this came in at 69 pence, and you can buy these cans on their own. So they're obviously mindful. Lidl that we might not want 4 cans of these, we just want 1 if that's okay. I've still got like 3 cans of Galahad. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Water flowers or something. But yeah, 4 points. This comes in at 4% and it might be okay. This beer might be alright. It's a little bit more expensive. The Galahad came in at like 3.7 or something percent. Was it lower than that? I can't remember now. Was it lower? It might be like 3.3. I can't remember. Yeah, 440 can, 69p. The Galahad was 53p, I think. So yeah, we're expecting this will probably be a little bit better. And I do like the fact you can just buy this on its own, 69p. I quite like that. I thought we were good, so I don't have to buy a 6-pack. Anyway. So, on the initial can opening. Yeah, it's okay. It's like a little bit bready. It's almost got like a bit of a... Yeah, it's got like that varnish sort of smell going on. It's like the alcohol. The alcohol hasn't been tamed. There's only 4% bloody, but it's like the alcohol's not being tamed in it. And it's almost like you're getting a big, like a big sort of alcoholic smell. It's a little bit unpleasant, to be honest with you. It's not very nice to smell this beer, and it almost smells just like nail varnish or something, a nail varnish remover, you know what I mean? Not that I use that very often, just for Saturday nights, you know what I mean? Decent enough lacing. We've got Butterfingers. It's a straw coloured beer. Obviously it's really clear. Got Butterfingers worth of light fluffy head there. Watery, very thin. You're getting a bit of a malty note on there. Do you know what? I'm drinking this cold. It's relatively refreshing. By God, there's not much to it though. There's not much to it. You pay, it's what you pay for. But then again, I just say we'll pay an extra 10p and buy or not even that. What with 69p? Just buy an extra 6p and get the Perlenbacker, which is significantly better than this. Yeah, it's that bready. It's almost like spent grain, copper pennies, that sort of thing. The usual suspects. Yeah, a varnishy sort of smell. Definitely more pleasant on the flavour. It's not that sweet actually. It's got a slight. It's got a palatable bready backbone to it, but it has got that sort of like cardboardy quality of a cheap lager. Having said that, I think this is better than Skol. It's better than the Galahad. It's not as nice as Effie's. Effie's is a bit better, and Effie's was a 5 out of 10. So this is less than a 5 out of 10. But it's how low do we go on? And to be fair, the question here is, would I buy this again? Probably not, because I'd save an extra 6p and get a Perlenbacher, which is a far more superior beer to this. So the answer to that is no, because there's something else to offer. If there weren't any Perlenbachers and I were skint, would I get some of these? Yeah, it's 4%, so probably, if I were desperate. People watching this video that probably are. Students watching this that think, I thought, can I push 60 odd p? And it's probably better. I mean, I've not drunk Carling, or I mean, someone's already picked me up on this for comparing these beers to Carling and Foster's. And they're rightfully so, actually, because I don't know how this compares to Foster's and Carling, because it's been that long since I've drunk them. It's got this weird sharpness to it. It's got this like weird. It's like a sharp, unpleasant hoppiness. It just tastes cheap. But like I say, it's got a bit of a palatable malty backbone to it, which helps you drink it. And really cold out of fridge is not that bad. This is what it says. I've got a bit of a nose whistle then. Lager, brewed to excellence, 4% vol. Brewed to excellence. Refreshing, full of flavour. Alright then. Store in a cool, dry place, away from direct sunlight. Best served chilled. Best before end. See back up kind of produced in France. So yeah, all going for these like all this sort of like King Arthur and Middle Ages sort of look. Swords and shields. Why swords and shields and like coats of arms representing cheap lager? What's the link there? Someone tell me. It's probably right. It's probably pretty obvious, to be honest with you, but I'm just not cottoned on. I was like, oh yeah, that's why. Yeah, bit of a cereal note to this as well on the back. It is what you pay for. But then the Perlenbacher, it sets a high standard again. So. It's more expensive. It's more expensive than Galahad, but it is better. It's notably better, this. I'll put it towards the bottom, I think, of barely drinkable. It's like I say, I'd have to be quite desperate to drink that again, but I would over Galahad, over Skål, over some other lagers. It's crisp. I mean, the head's still got a head, It's got to count for something, I suppose. There we go. It's a full can. Give that a 4.2 out of 10. 4.2 out of 10. I've just drunk it now. I don't want to be too harsh on it because of the price I paid. Now 4.2 out of 10. 4.2 out of 10. It's difficult to rate beers. It's difficult to rate them because you wake up next day and you'll drink it again, and because that's what I do first thing in the morning. I drink a beer. You come back to it next day and you'll have a drink again and go, oh god, I was too harsh. It was a lot nicer than I thought. Why did I rate it that high? It was rubbish. This, that happens quite a lot. So, yeah, the here and now, 4.2 out of 10. Thanks for watching, people. Sorry if I waffled a little bit there at the end. It's quite a late night. I'm knackered now. It's time for bed. So on that, Excelsior, if you're desperate, only if you're desperate, pick that up. I'll see you on the next review. Bye.